This morning's guest runs for a hobby. Today she's running for the March of Dimes. Who is she? You'll meet her coming up next on Carolina People. Good morning. Welcome to Carolina People. This morning we're at Villa Romana Italian Restaurant, the Italian restaurant of the year between 7th and 8th Avenues South, Kings Highway and Myrtle Beach. We're focused on the March of Dimes Chef's Auction to be held tonight at 6:30. And we're visiting with the Executive Director of the PD Division, Crystal Hummer. Good morning, Crystal.
Good morning.
Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
Great early on
this opportunity.
Crazy night tonight, and
Absolutely.
obviously all day today. As you leave
Absolutely.
here, you're heading over to the Sheridan probably to keep getting ready. I know you all have been putting
Yes.
a lot of time already.
We have. We're very excited.
The Sheridan Convention Center Hotel, formerly the Radisson, now the Sheridan Convention Center Hotel, is a perfect venue for the Chef's Auction. They had it there last year, and obviously they've really wrapped around the March of Dimes, wanting to make the event successful probably year after year to come.
Absolutely. And we're very excited that they're having us back again this year. It is a great venue.
You know, Lois Ergel was with us on Friday, and
Yes.
she was still promoting, come on, you can buy a table still, folks can call today. Obviously, right now, we got to focus on folks that may not have even heard of the event and could still come out tonight. It is black tie optional, right?
It is
so
black
folks can
tie
come in
optional.
just wearing a suit.
Yes.
Come in dressed. What would be the attire for ladies if they may not have anything planned yet for a black tie optional event?
Well, obviously, women can just come after work if they have a dress or a suit
Great.
on. That would be appropriate.
Okay.
Cocktail attire or formal attire.
Good.
The theme is it's an Oscars theme.
Oh, great.
So formal attire is definitely, it would work. We
Yeah.
hope that, that
Some
the
folks
ladies will get
Yeah.
excited and dress up.
Absolutely.
Yes,
I think a lot of
absolutely.
folks have. Some of the ones we've talked to, and of course the Herald is excited and real active in tonight's event, and I know some
they
of our
are.
folks are really going to get decked out. Johnny Suzuki, another one of the big sponsors. You've got a lot of great sponsors.
Yes, we do have
this
a lot
year.
of great sponsors, and we thank all of our sponsors. In addition to Myrtle Beach Herald and Johnny Suzuki, we also have Sparks Toyota,
Right, yes.
First Reliance Bank,
Good, yeah.
Inlet Pediatrics,
Okay.
U.S. Food Service, and Sonic. So we're
Fantastic.
a lot of great sponsors.
A litany of folks, and obviously a lot of folks having bought tables. You've also got a tremendous new sponsor this year, the Fund the Mission sponsor.
Yes, that's the Douglas Company out of Ainer.
Right.
David Douglas is the owner of that company. He's been
Right.
very involved with the March of Dimes over the years and
yeah.
agreed to do our service, the Fund the Mission sponsor this year.
He and his wife, Christy Holiday Douglas, big supporters of the March of
Yes,
Dimes.
they
He was
are.
our honoree
Yes.
at the Real Estate Breakfast, now the Community Servant of the Year, Community Servant Award, and he was an honoree a few years ago and a tremendous one at that.
Yes.
Those early morning breakfasts the March of Dimes
yes.
likes to have. Kind of
We
prefer
love mornings.
events like tonight. Yeah, well, of course, it's 7 a.m. now,
That's
and in
right.
11 and a half hours, folks will be showing up. Probably a lot of folks that will be there all during the day. I know
That's
last year when I
correct.
arrived, Lois Ergel had chaired the event last year, and all these folks like Roddy Dickinson, Horry County's treasurer, the Honorable Roddy Dickinson, and other elected officials were standing around that had been there much of the day.
That's right.
Volunteering,
That's right.
getting ready for that event.
That's right, and we're fortunate to have a lot of great volunteers again this year who will be working all day today to help us get ready for tonight.
Right. If a viewer wants to attend and hadn't heard about it, didn't see Lois last week, hadn't seen all these TV spots or print ads or billboards, they can just show up.
Yes, they can.
Okay.
Tickets can be purchased at the door for $150 each.
Great. Give folks a sense of what they're going to get if they come, and let's say it's a couple and they can spend $300. Most of that is going straight into the March of Dimes.
Yes, it is. We are very fortunate to have wonderful restaurants donate all of their time and the food for this event.
Right.
We will have a silent auction,
Right.
which will be held at the beginning, and during that time the chefs will also provide samplings from their signature dishes.
Great,
So that's
yeah.
very exciting. A lot of good
the
food.
15 or so restaurants, they'll have some of their signature.
Yes, they will. All of the
right.
restaurants will have stations, and you can eat while you're bidding on items, or you can
Great.
sit down and just relax.
Yeah.
We do hope that the attendees will be bidding on this auction.
Oh,
I can
yeah,
say.
yeah.
And then the silent auction will close. The event starts at 6:45. Registration starts at 6:45, or excuse me, 6:30.
6:30, right.
The silent auction station will close at 7:45,
Right.
and the live auction begins at 8 o'clock.
Oh, great. Okay.
And we have a lot of great auction packages to auction
Yes,
off this
you
year.
really do.
Really excited, yes. So it's
Absolutely.
a great event and a lot of fun. And obviously, the money goes to a wonderful mission and organization.
Share with viewers who may not be familiar, they've heard of the March of Dimes, they know the story of Franklin Delano Roosevelt and obviously polio and the impact that the March of Dimes had on helping to cure polio many, many years
Yes.
ago. What has it done since then, and why is the March of Dimes an important organization?
The March of Dimes has actually done a lot of wonderful things. The mission of the March of Dimes is to prevent prematurity, birth defects, and infant mortality.
Okay.
That's done through research, advocacy, community grants.
Right.
And, you know, all of these things are very important. Our focus over the past few years has been prematurity.
Prematurity is
Yes,
a big focus.
absolutely.
Yes.
1 in 8 babies born nationally are born premature.
Is that right?
Yes, that is correct. And we just found out recently that in South Carolina that number was the same, but it has increased to 1 in 6.
No.
Which is very unfortunate considering all the work and the research that continues to be done. We just have to
Yeah.
keep fighting harder.
1 in 6 babies are born prematurely.
Yes.
In the exact, is that anything earlier than, I think I remember, was it earlier than 33 weeks or
It's 37 weeks.
37 weeks?
Yes.
So anything born within the first 37 weeks is going to be premature.
That's correct.
And that's a big deal.
That's
1 in
correct.
6 babies are born that much early.
Yes, and low birth weight babies would be considered less than 5.8 pounds, which is also, you know, that could be a very serious
Right.
health risk also.
I know you're not a research scientist, Crystal, but are there any reason why prematurity has gone up so much? I mean, has gotten that much worse in South Carolina, going from 1 in 8 or 168 babies a week down to, or even higher, to 1 in 6. So that's almost 20%. 16-17% of babies are born prematurely.
Well, I think that it's a fact that, if you've had a history
Right.
of problems with birth,
Right.
then your risk is higher.
Yeah.
In addition, genetics plays an important role.
yeah.
And also geography. A lot of young teen pregnancies
Right.
in poor rural areas of South Carolina. Unfortunately, these mothers do not get a lot of times the health care that they need, and that plays a big role in prematurity.
Absolutely. We want to focus more on the March of Dimes, but real quick about yourself, Crystal. You're originally from the area.
No, I'm not. I'm originally from Sanford, North Carolina.
Oh, good. Great. You
Yes.
still have family up there?
Yes, I do. I sure do.
You
All
get
of
up
my
there
family's
often to
there.
visit?
Not as often as I should.
Since you moved to the beach, yeah.
It's hard to leave the beach. It's like
Yeah.
you're on vacation all the
Oh,
time.
yeah, listen to that. Well, you guys are not on vacation at the March of
No,
Dimes.
we're
Of course,
not.
You're the executive director of the PD division,
That's
which is
correct.
more than just Horry or Horry and Marion. It is how large? It's a big old division.
It consists of Marion, Marlboro, Dillon County, Georgetown, and Horry County.
So it's a 6-county. Is
Yes.
Florence part of the PD division?
No, it's not. It's part of the Midlands.
Okay, good. So it's actually tied in. Columbia, they do the walk over there. And
Yes, they
otherwise.
do, and they also have a chef's auction there.
Is that right?
Yes.
Golly, things that I don't know about. There's enough things going on. Of course, you've got walks in the fall and in the spring.
That's correct. We have 2 walks in the fall,
Right.
and we have the Horry County walk here in the spring. It's
Yes.
scheduled for April the 26th this year.
Good, April
At
26th.
Coastal Carolina once again, and we're
Love
really excited.
that location there in
Absolutely.
Conway.
Yes.
If a viewer wants to learn more about the March of Dimes, needs to get off to work now or get family off to school, what's the best phone number to call, and is there maybe even a good website, national or local website to visit?
Yes, the phone number for our local office is 488-3463.
Okay.
And the website is marchofdimes.com / South Carolina.
Okay, marchofdimes.com / South Carolina.
That's correct.
843-488-3463.
Yes.
Or dime, as
Yes,
Nick Sherfus
that's right,
of First
that's
Reliance
right.
Bank always likes to say.
Yes.
you know, it's so great when you think about all the activities, and for you had you always had an interest in getting involved with the March of Dimes, or was there something in it, anything that's impacted your family or a loved one, prematurity or birth defects that impacted you, or just the mission of the March of Dimes really tickled or got you interested?
The mission of the March of Dimes, my background is in fundraising, and when I moved to the beach, I knew that I wanted to get back with an organization that did have a very important mission. There's nothing to me more important than going to work every day and knowing that you're making a difference.
Right.
And it is a great mission, and I'm very proud to be a part of the March of Dimes.
And the dollars tonight will really make a difference,
Oh,
Crystal?
absolutely.
Really? Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. That's great.
We're real proud in South Carolina. 93 cents of every dollar raised goes to the mission.
Oh, come on.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
That's crazy. I mean,
yes.
that's a very tight,
Yes.
That's one of the strong...
It's very, very tight, but we're fortunate to have a lot of great businesses that donate their time, their products, their venues,
Right.
And that definitely helps keep our costs down.
That is tremendous. 93 cents of every
93
dollar goes
cents.
straight into research, into education, into community service type activities to make sure the folks know about the March of Dimes.
That's correct, and we are very proud of that. Very
Wow,
proud.
that is tremendous. I see you've got a list of some of the restaurants that are donating not only food, but also chefs, their support staff for tonight's event. Obviously, last Tuesday, or Tuesday week, 2 weeks ago, we were promoting the Taste of the Town, which is a big local event. We were talking about chefs and restaurants, and to think about now, Monday the 22nd, so much is going on, and a lot of focus on these 15 plus restaurants, confirmed restaurants for tonight's event. Share with viewers just to highlight those restaurants and folks that have really stepped out to donate their time and services tonight.
Okay, we have Abuelo's Mexican Food Embassy,
Right.
Black Tie. We have 2 restaurants from the Divine Dining Group,
Great.
2 restaurants from the Grand Dunes Group,
Oh, great.
Greg Norman's Australian Grill,
Yes.
Horry Georgetown Technical College,
Great.
Alamarada Fish Company,
Oh, great.
Rio's Brazilian Steakhouse,
Tremendous.
Sea Blues Tapas Restaurant and Bar,
Wow.
Sweetgrass Catering,
Yes.
The Melting Pot, and Thoroughbreds Chop House and Seafood Grill.
Fantastic. Well,
A lot
those are
of
some
wonderful
magnificent restaurants, and obviously all the efforts they go into, not only the chefs, but the restaurant themselves, to allow the chefs to come out, and other than the Melting Pot, I guess, where it's all, we're doing the actual work there, other than the Melting Pot, I mean, the chefs are really a central piece.
Yes,
But support
they are.
staff that comes out and highlights some of their great, I know this guy named Tommy from the Melting Pot, who I met recently, is going to be out there tonight,
That's,
really helping to make it
we're really
happen.
excited. And,
Yeah.
the food will be great. Everyone should come out and attend.
Right,
Absolutely.
absolutely. Well, you know, some of the auction packages, of course, there's live and silent. Some of the examples that stick out in your mind, are there things, if you were just hearing about the March of Dimes for the or tonight's chef's auction for the first time, is there anything that really sticks out in your mind that you, if you were an attendee versus someone who's going to be scurrying about tonight, Crystal, would really want to get your hands on there in the silent auction? And then we can highlight some of these amazing chef's packages and other live auction items.
I know that there is a custom-made dollhouse.
Ooh, great, yeah.
Yes, and I have not had the opportunity to see it yet, but I've heard that it's beautiful, and Christmas is right around the corner, so it would make a great gift for a little girl.
Good, yeah.